Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 21st, 2023 Venus reemerging as the morning star reading for you. This is a change in the way that we connect with love, the way that we're seeing love in our lives, so it's a very important time. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know. If you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, or you can email me if you're having trouble booking through the website at daneharttarot@gmail.com. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below, as will there be a link to my website. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups, there's a feeling here of like coming to the table, like bringing to the table what you need, what you desire, like setting up this. I'm just seeing like setting up this banquet or setting up this way of connecting and people not showing up. So this is going to be something to be mindful of where we feel a little bit let down by others or we feel overwhelmed, we feel like our wishes aren't coming true, like we've put in all this work but we're not seeing the payoff. And spirit saying be very mindful about that energy because it's actually going to be corrupting blessings that are coming our way or the way that we are embracing what we desire in our lives or seeing for ourselves. So just be mindful about this, that we might not be seeing things. We're seeing things rather emotionally and we're not seeing things as clearly as we need to. So just be aware of that. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is inspire. We need to be inspired during this time. And there's an energy of connecting ourselves with our higher power that can be astoundingly inspiring for us. There's a release of the past that we've been talking about in the other zodiac sign readings for this time when Venus is reemerging as the morning star, a sense of forgiveness coming forward to the relationships that haven't worked the way that we wanted them to, or the pains in our past. And that forgiveness is going to be so empowering. And I know it's something that even when I myself hear it, it's like, what the heck? Like, come on. It wasn't my fault. And that's what spirit is saying here, to inspire us, to move us forward, to elevate our energy vibration. There's a sense of needing during this time to release the past and becoming very aware of the shackles that have been holding us back. So letting this energy come forward is going to be so important for us during this time. So let's see what tarot has to say, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly. Okay, very cool. So we're going to start off with looking at the tarot, and then we're going to go into a bit of the astrology of it all. But during this time, when we spoke about forgiveness, when we speak about the changing of Venus in the night sky, there's the many faces that we see of planetary alignments, of, like the moon is a great one as an example. There's many different faces of the moon that we see, but there are also many different faces of ourselves that we show the world. And this is going to be a time of love. And there's a bit of disconnect with what we truly love and what we truly want. And moving forward, there's also very strong energy of creativity and sacred feminine coming forward. And that's absolutely brilliant. But that teaching energy, okay, that's coming through the Queen of Cups here, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, we're disconnected with. And there's going to be a deep dive into the heart during this time. I mean, Venus energy does that to begin with, Virgo. We start off with judgment reversed. Judgment reversed is, it's not about everybody else. It's about us. And it's looking at the way that we're judging ourselves. It's looking at the relationship we have with ourselves. When Spirit talked about forgiveness, and I really see this as a huge theme during this Venus reemerging as the morning star, of looking at the relationships that we have with ourselves, with others, and there's a release. And as you guys know, if you've been here before, I really do love Qigong. And I have linked in the description box below Spring Forest Qigong. And if you want to check that out, awesome. If you don't, that's totally cool. But the creator, the founder of Spring Forest Qigong is Master Lin. And Master Lin speaks about how he had to forgive his master when he was learning. His teacher, master is another word for teacher, his teacher said, you have to forgive. And he told him, I can't remember if it was 5 hours that he had to sit there forgiving those who had hurt him, or if it was 5 days. I can't remember. I know it's quite a difference. But he was sitting there and he's like, are you kidding me? I have to forgive people who have hurt me in my past. And he was raised in communist China. His family went through astoundingly hard times. He went through astoundingly hard times. His body was riddled with arthritis. He had severe depression. And he's like, and you want me to forgive? And his master said, fake it. Just pretend to forgive them. If you can't actually forgive them, say, I'm pretending to forgive you because I have to right now. And so he started off saying that, I pretend to forgive you because I have to. But he had to keep on doing that over and over again until he just said, I forgive you, just to speed it along. And he found that when he rose, his body didn't hurt him as much. There wasn't that darkness around him. When we're going inward with judgment, it's like, I'm going inward to look at me, to look at what I love, what I desire. I'm not judging myself and I'm not judging others, but I'm simply finding myself rising. And that's going to be huge for us during this time, Virgo. A connection with the heart, a connection with what we love, and a sense of, this is how I'm moving forward. In my love, in my passion, here we're really crowned with the heart energy, right? But also in the chakras, red is our root chakra. So we're really looking at what roots us, what grounds us, what's important to us. But red in Qigong is the heart. So we're being led forward by the heart. We're connecting with the heart. The heart speaks to the mind much more than the mind speaks to the heart. And that's our biology. And I think that's really rather beautiful, that our heart is always in communication with our mind. And we're going to see us moving forward. Now, in the chakra energy, green is the heart chakra. In Qigong, green is the liver chakra. And not chakra, but liver energy. And that's where we hold our anger. So it's our hearts in the chakras, but it's our liver, it's our anger in Qigong. And so we're going to see during this time, how has our anger propelled us forward? A bit of anger is good. It's like adding a bit of spice. You don't want it so spicy you can't taste your food, but a bit of spice is always nice. And so here, it's moving forward, knowing what we love, or connecting and figuring out what we love, what our passions are, but also what is the anger? What is the frustration? What is the exhaustion that is keeping us held back? There's a disconnect right now with the sharing of love. And that is something that we just have to be aware of. We have orange here. Now, orange is our sacral chakra. It's our creative life force energy. So it's an awakening of our life force energy that needs to come forward. And that's going to be important for us. There's a sense of, I need to awaken my passion, my sensuality of self, what I desire. And it's not saying this meanly. It is saying this as a human experience. And one of the ways to do that is to tap our tailbone, like on either side of our tailbone, just tap very lightly, do it for 2 minutes, awakening our life force energy within us. Because we're sharing with our inner child, but we're also sharing with our heart, what we desire, what we're passionate about, and it's learning, it's growing. We're seeing ourselves move forward during this time. But there is a disconnect from the healing waters, from inspiration, insight, ideas. Here it says to be inspired. That's what Spirit's telling us. And yet we can feel during this time, it's not about inspiration. It's about, hard work, diligence, determination, focus. It's all about what I can do right now instead of a connection with the universe and saying what needs to be done. Where does my heart lead me? What is my heart telling me to do? It brings us to the Empress. It's interesting that here we have it makes us think that this is a mother and daughter, right? It doesn't have to be, but that's the energy that this card gives off, especially, well, to me at least. And so here, there's this sense of even just, an older woman and a child that she is mentoring. That energy we're having a harder time with. The energy of the Empress is in the upright position, right? The Queen of Cups is reversed. So we're having trouble with that connection on this earthly plane, but we are pregnant with ideas. Here, the Empress has her swollen belly. She is pregnant. She's cradling it. She's, looking at the future of things. So when it's in us, our ideas are rich. Our ideas, our way of looking at the world, it's rich, it's vibrant, it's birthing it out into existence and not losing the plot. That's going to be the hardest thing. And we're not talking about children here, though that can manifest that way in our lives. We are talking about our passions and what we desire and what we're nurturing within ourselves, how to move things forward. So we're going to find that as Venus reemerges, as she comes out of the underworld, out of a time where she hasn't been visible in our night sky, we have had difficulty connecting with our ideas, connecting with our passions, connecting with the way that we are growing and the way that we are evolving. And yet inside, and this can be really frustrating, we feel like we are overflowing with ideas, overflowing with, oh, it could do this and it could do that. And it's like, okay, but then we get overwhelmed and it's like, okay, fight, flight, freeze. And we're going to lean more towards the freeze energy of, I just don't know how to move forward. It brings us to the Four of Swords. We need to rest. We need to take care of ourselves. We're pushing a bit too hard. And it doesn't mean that we stop everything, but it means that we need to prioritize our sleep. It means that we need to prioritize honoring our story and everything that we've been through, not just saying, oh, buck up, or, oh, don't complain, or, oh, it's no big deal. No, we honor ourselves during this time. And we're going to see ourselves evolve and we're going to see ourselves bloom forward. But we need to slow it down because if we take a moment to discuss, Venus reemerging as a morning star, this is a time where Venus has been out of sight, right? Venus has disappeared from the night sky on August 6th, and she was conjunct the sun on August 13th. Now she is reemerging as the morning star on August 21st. So it's a short period of time, but it's a profound period of time where we are hearing the call from our angels within. Her time out of sight of the night sky has had a profound impact on the way that we're facing ourselves in love, and we're having difficulty facing ourselves in love, facing what we need in our relationships with ourselves, what we need in the close relationships to us in our lives. And there's a sense of, how do I manifest my life forward through this time of profound change and transformation? Because on the 21st of August, when Venus reemerges as the morning star, the sun will almost be exactly conjunct the royal star of Regulus. And this is important because this is the heart of the constellation of the Lion, of Leo. This is the heart of that constellation. And so our hearts are being called to courage. And yet we're needing to learn how to move forward, deeply connected with the spirit world. Ooh, sorry, I just hit my mic with my arm. Deeply connected with the spirit world. Okay, that white dog right here, guiding us, leading us, showing us. Having a bit of a battle with ourselves between our hearts and our anger, our hearts and our roots and what we're, wanting to grow in and develop in. And the manifestation on this earthly plane right now in the healing waters, which is very interesting, since Venus will be very close as she rises as the morning star to the oldest symbol of the sacred feminine, which we have depicted here in the Queen of Cups and especially in the Empress, the constellation of Hydra, the serpent. And serpents, go in the water, they go on land, and there is the sense here of needing to connect with the sacred feminine, needing to connect with the healing waters of this earth. And there's almost a sense of, we've been pushing it away. We've been pushing away those healing waters. We've been pushing away what our soul is looking for. And as we do so, We are, and as we're pushing it away, we are yet grounded in the sacred feminine energy. It is that saying, what is it, in the thunder of truth? I believe that's what it's called in the Nagamani. When I am closest to you, you are furthest from me. When I am furthest from you, you are closest to me. And that's what it is. I'm closest to you. I am right within your womb, within your body, within the river that runs through your existence, your blood. I'm in your body. I'm in your soul. I'm in yourself. And yet, when I walk with you, you cannot see me, or you get frustrated by me, or you're wondering why you just don't get it. Why are there questions here? Why is there fear here? Why do you feel overwhelmed? And it's because you have to slow down. You have to slow down and honor your story. You have to slow down and rest and see what you really want, not with all the chatter of the outside world. You can slow down and have the chatter of the outside world blaring in your ears the whole entire time. But if you slow down and you really start to hear your heart, that is where Venus lies. That is where she's emerging within you. And that's going to be the power that can lead you forward. Now, our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the High Priestess reversed. It's that we're not connecting with the sacred feminine energy at all. The manifestation of standing in our power of secrets, of shadows, of insight, but of quiet, determination and focus. We can be just kind of feeling like we missed the mark, or that this is more than we bargained for. So just be aware of this. Our subconscious spirit message is imagine. If we can dare during this time to imagine without fear, but with full passion, that's going to be a very, very big thing for us. And then our subconscious tarot message is the Knight of Wands reversed. We can have a bit of a temper. Subconsciously, we can be really frustrated. We're trying to work this out. We're trying to see the way to move. We're trying to gain an understanding. And our tempers can come out. Our tempers can flare. We can want things done instantaneously. There can be sparks and bursts of brilliance that have no follow through to them. And that is what the wands, warn us of when they're reversed. It's like all this energy to start, but none of the follow through. So just be aware of this. And especially this is the propelling forward within careers, within our passions, within what we desire. And that's a big deal. All right. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. Oh, and if you want to know more about Venus reemerging as the morning star, check out Heather Ensworth. Okay, and her link will be in the description in the description box below. She's absolutely fantastic. So check her out here on YouTube. All right, now I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.